Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the world of Neogen Chemicals,
Yep.
a company that's been kind of quietly making a name for itself in the specialty chemicals industry for over 30 years.
Interesting.
So we got a whole stack of sources here. We're going through financial reports, press releases, their latest earnings presentation.
Okay.
And I have to say, even before we started prepping, I was really struck by how this company that started in a tiny 600 square foot plant
Oh,
is now a major player with a portfolio of 246 products.
that's impressive.
It is. So our mission today is to really uncover what's driving Neogen's success. What challenges are they facing and what it all means for their future.
Right.
And who better to help us navigate all this than our resident expert?
What I find fascinating is that Neogen specializes in bromine and lithium-based specialty chemicals,
Okay.
which are used in a wide range of industries, from pharmaceuticals to electronics.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, considering the electric vehicle boom,
Mm-hmm.
their expertise in lithium is particularly intriguing.
Yeah, you're right. That lithium connection definitely piqued my interest too.
Yeah.
Especially when you see their recent financials.
Okay.
Their revenue for the third quarter and the first 9 months of fiscal year 2025 is up by a healthy 22%.
Wow.
But here's the kicker. Their EBITDA. That's earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. A measure of core profitability, it's up a whopping 71%.
That's huge.
So they're not just growing, they're becoming more profitable with each sale.
Right.
What's fueling this impressive performance?
Well, several factors are at play here.
Okay.
Their subsidiary, Booley Chem, has been a major contributor to their success.
Okay.
Plus, their core business is seeing good volume growth, they're launching new products, and they're actively expanding into export markets.
So they're not putting all their eggs in one basket.
Exactly.
They're diversifying.
And what I find really impressive is that even with lower raw material prices impacting their revenue,
Oh, interesting.
they've managed to achieve this high level of top-line growth. This really speaks to their operational efficiency and their focus on high-value products.
Okay, so they're running a tight ship, A&D, strategically choosing the right products.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about Neogen's bold move into battery materials with their new subsidiary, Neogen Ionics.
Got it?
They're setting up a massive manufacturing operation for lithium electrolyte salts and additives.
Right.
We're talking a combined capacity of 32,000 metric tons by FY26.
That's a lot.
That's a huge commitment.
It is.
Are they biting off more than they can chew?
Well, this is a significant move indeed, but it's not out of character for them.
Okay.
They're positioning themselves at the forefront of India's electric vehicle market, which is expected to see explosive growth in battery demand.
Yeah, the EV market is just booming right now.
It is, and their long-standing expertise in lithium chemistry gives them a head start. But the question is, will they be able to scale up fast enough to meet that demand?
That's a great point. It's one thing to have the expertise, but another to actually meet that kind of market demand. And speaking of challenges, their reports mention a slowdown in the agrochemical sector,
Right.
which is one of their key customer industries.
Yeah.
Could this throw a wrench in their plans?
It's definitely a factor to consider.
Okay.
But Neogen is already taking steps to mitigate this risk
Okay.
by diversifying into new sectors,
Yeah.
like semiconductors, flavors and fragrances, and even custom synthesis for specific clients.
So spreading the risk.
Yeah.
I like it.
The classic strategy of not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. To sum it up so far, Neogen seems to be firing on all cylinders.
They are.
They're confident about hitting their revenue targets for FY26, and with Neogen Ionics in the mix, their long-term growth potential seems pretty substantial.
Yeah, very much so.
But beyond the numbers, what really caught my eye is their commitment to corporate social responsibility.
Yes. It's refreshing to see a company that prioritizes giving back alongside their pursuit of profit.
Absolutely.
They've got initiatives focused on water conservation, education, healthcare, even women's empowerment and rural development.
It's not just about ticking boxes for them, it's baked into their philosophy.
Right.
They believe that the society around them is an integral part of their existence.
Yeah, they really do.
They see a direct link between their growth and the socioeconomic development of the community. It's like they're saying, we rise together.
I like that.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued.
Yeah,
Let's unpack these CSR initiatives and see how they're walking the talk.
let's do it.
Their focus on water conservation is particularly interesting
Okay.
because it benefits them and the communities they operate in. Their manufacturing processes heavily rely on water, so conserving it makes good business sense.
Right.
But it also directly benefits the communities often facing water scarcity.
Right.
It's a win-win.
Absolutely.
That's a great point, and it ties into a larger theme I'm noticing with Neogen.
Okay.
They seem to be really good at finding those win-win situations where doing good is also good for business.
I see that.
Okay, let's dive deeper into the specifics of their CSR programs.
Right.
What are some of the standout initiatives they've implemented?
Well, one example is their rainwater harvesting system,
Okay.
which reduces their reliance on external water sources, easing the pressure on the local water supply.
Smart.
And then there's their employee volunteer program, where employees are encouraged to dedicate time to local community projects.
Okay.
This not only benefits the community, but also fosters a sense of purpose and engagement among their workforce.
It's like they're saying, we're not just here to make chemicals, we're here to be a force for good in the world.
Yeah.
Now, I'm curious about the nitty-gritty of their financial performance.
Okay.
Can we unpack their Q3 and 9-month results for fiscal year 2025?
Absolutely. Let's crunch some numbers.
All right, let's do it.
Their revenue in Q3 hit at 201.4 crore,
Okay.
which is a 22% jump compared to last year.
Right.
For the 9 months, it reached 574.7 crore,
Okay.
also up 22%.
All right, so the revenue growth is solid.
It is.
But what about the bottom line?
Did their profitability keep pace?
Here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Their EBITDA for Q3 reached 34.6 crore.
Okay.
A significant 71% growth year on year.
Wow.
For the 9 months, it was 99.9 crore, again showing a strong 35% increase.
Wow. That's a big jump.
It is.
Clearly, they're not just growing, they're growing profitably.
Yes.
But what about their margins? Were they able to maintain them even with those fluctuating raw material prices we talked about earlier?
That's a smart question, and
Sure.
the answer is yes.
Okay.
Their EBITDA margin for Q3 stood at 17.2%, up a whopping 486 basis points compared to last year.
Wow.
For the 9 months, it was 17.4%, reflecting a 227 basis point improvement.
So despite the pricing challenges, they managed to expand their margins.
It did.
That points to some really savvy management.
It does.
What factors contributed to this impressive financial performance?
Well, the ramp-up of their subsidiary, Buli Kim, played a significant role,
Okay.
as did the sustained growth in their base business volume.
They're also launching new products and focusing on export opportunities.
So it's a mix of organic growth and strategic acquisitions.
Right.
But even with this success, they're not resting on their laurels.
Wow.
Let's talk about their big bet on battery materials and how that's shaping up.
Okay.
Their subsidiary Neogen Ionics is making significant progress.
They are.
Their planned manufacturing setup for lithium electrolyte salts and additives is on track. And they've already had several domestic and international customers visit and approve their facility.
That's great.
They're now waiting for the green light on commercial products manufactured at the site.
So things are moving.
Okay, so they're getting some serious validation from potential customers?
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
It is.
But they've still got their core business to manage.
Right.
How are their organic and inorganic chemicals segments performing?
Let's break it down.
Okay.
In Q3, their organic chemicals segment contributed 36% of their revenue,
Okay.
while inorganic chemicals brought in 29%.
That's interesting. It seems like there might be a subtle shift happening here. Are they intentionally leaning more towards inorganic chemicals because of this battery materials opportunity?
That's an astute observation.
Thanks.
There's definitely a growing emphasis on inorganic chemicals, particularly lithium-based products, due to their use in batteries.
Okay.
However, their organic chemical segment remains significant,
Right.
and they're not neglecting it.
So it's not a complete shift, but a strategic rebalancing of their portfolio.
Exactly.
But let's not gloss over the challenges they mentioned.
Okay.
They talked about lower bromine prices affecting their organic chemicals revenue.
Right.
How significant was that impact?
They indicated that if bromine prices had remained stable, their organic revenue for Q3 would have been about 34 crore higher.
Okay. So that's a big chunk of change.
It is.
So how are they navigating this price volatility in the bromine market?
Their strategy is multi-pronged.
Okay.
They're laser-focused on operational efficiency cost optimization and developing higher-value specialized organic chemical products that are less susceptible to price swings.
Okay.
They're also actively seeking new markets and applications for their bromine-based products to diversify their revenue streams.
So they're not just riding the wave, they're learning to surf.
I like that.
Now, they also mentioned a decline in lithium prices affecting their inorganic chemicals revenue.
Right.
What was the impact there?
They estimated that if lithium prices had held steady at previous levels, their Q3 inorganic revenue would have been around 13 crore higher.
So both their key raw materials, bromine and lithium, experienced price drops?
Yes.
That must have created a tough operating environment.
It definitely presented its challenges,
Mm-hmm.
but their performance is a testament to their ability to adapt and maneuver through these volatile market conditions.
Right.
They're proving to be quite resilient.
Okay, I'm liking what I'm hearing so far.
Me too.
But before we get too carried away, let's check under the hood and assess their overall financial health.
Okay.
How's their balance sheet looking?
What about their debt levels?
Their financial position is strong.
Okay.
Their net worth stands at 760.3 crore as of fiscal year 2024.
Okay.
They've been managing their debt levels very carefully while still investing strategically in growth initiatives.
That's encouraging to hear, especially considering the significant capital expenditure they're undertaking for Neogen Ionics.
Right.
How are they financing this expansion, and are they overextending themselves?
They've secured full financial closure for their greenfield battery materials project
Okay.
with a capex of 1,500 crore.
Right.
They're primarily using project finance debt structured with a long-term tenure of 10 years,
Okay.
which includes a helpful moratorium component.
That sounds like a well-structured financing plan.
It is.
How much of that capex have they deployed so far?
As of Q3 of fiscal year 2025, they've deployed 419 crore.
Okay.
It's clear they're committed to executing this project efficiently.
So they're walking the tightrope between ambition and financial prudence. I'm impressed. Now, zooming out a bit, what are Neogen's key focus areas for the future?
Okay.
Where do they see themselves going in the next few years?
Their roadmap highlights some key themes.
Right.
Firstly, they aim to bolster their organic and inorganic chemicals businesses
Okay.
by continually evaluating market demands and fine-tuning their production capabilities.
It's like they're saying, we've got a good thing going, let's make it even better.
Exactly.
That makes perfect sense. Solidify your strengths while you explore new avenues.
Right.
What else is on their agenda?
Well, they're leveraging their considerable R&D expertise
Mm-hmm.
to introduce innovative offerings.
Okay.
They're not content with simply producing chemicals.
Right.
They're striving to develop solutions for their clients' ever-evolving needs.
It's like they're saying, we're not just following the market, we're anticipating it, even shaping it.
Yeah.
I like that forward-thinking approach.
Yeah.
What else are they focused on?
Their roadmap also includes expanding their capabilities in adjacent, high-end complex chemistries. They're not limiting themselves to what they already know.
Mm-hmm.
They're venturing into new territories,
Mm-hmm.
pushing the boundaries of their expertise.
It's like they're saying, we're not afraid to step outside our comfort zone and explore uncharted territory.
Exactly.
Okay, last but certainly not least, we have their big bet on battery materials.
Yes, Neogen Ionics is their spearhead, leading their charge into this exciting new market.
It's their play for a starring role in the electric vehicle revolution.
It is.
Okay, so Neogen seems to be firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
But every company faces its own set of risks and challenges.
Right, yeah.
What potential headwinds do they need to navigate?
One concern is the ongoing slowdown in the agrochemicals sector.
Okay.
They've acknowledged its impact,
Mhm.
but they're already taking steps to mitigate this risk by diversifying into new end-use sectors, as we discussed earlier.
That's good to hear. They're not ignoring the elephant in the room, they're addressing it head on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Another potential challenge is the increasingly competitive landscape. The specialty chemicals market is getting crowded, with both domestic and international players vying for market share.
So how are they planning to stay ahead of the competition and defend their turf?
They're relying on their 3 decades of experience in specialty chemicals,
Okay.
their robust R&D capabilities, their relentless focus on innovation,
Okay.
and their customer-centric approach.
Okay.
They're also strategically aligning themselves with emerging trends, like the electric vehicle revolution, to secure a strong foothold in high-growth markets.
It sounds like they're not backing down from a fight.
Nope.
They're gearing up for a long game.
They are.
Okay, now I'm curious about the people at the helm of this ship.
All right.
What's the leadership like at Neogen? Who are the captains steering this course?
Well, the company is led by Mr. Haridas Kanani,
Okay.
the chairman and managing director.
Okay.
He's a true veteran in the chemical industry, having established one of India's first bromine plants back in the 1970s.
Wow, talk about going way back. He's seen it all, weathered the storms, and knows this industry inside and out.
He does.
So we've got experience at the helm,
Yeah.
but what about the next generation? Who else is part of the core leadership team?
His son, Dr. Harin Kanani, is also a managing director.
Okay.
He holds a PhD in chemical engineering from the University of Maryland
Wow.
and oversees various business divisions, including R&D, business development, quality control, marketing, and finance.
So it's a fascinating blend of experience and academic expertise leading the charge.
It is.
That's a powerful combination.
It is. And they have a seasoned team of executives with diverse backgrounds and expertise supporting them across various functions.
Okay, so it's not just a two-man show. It's a collective effort driven by a capable and experienced team.
It is.
But let's not forget about their workforce. What's their employee strength, and how are they nurturing this talent pool?
They have a sizable workforce
Okay.
with a significant portion dedicated to research and development.
Okay.
Remember, they have a 93-member R&D team, including 11 PhDs.
That's impressive.
It is.
It speaks volumes about their commitment to innovation
Yeah,
and their belief in the power of a highly skilled workforce.
absolutely.
But it's not just about numbers. It's about creating an environment where those bright minds can thrive.
Right.
Absolutely. They cultivate a culture of innovation and collaboration, encouraging their employees to push boundaries and develop cutting-edge solutions.
It's about empowering their workforce to be the drivers of their success.
Okay, let's shift our focus to a crucial aspect of any business. Their customers who are Neogen's primary clients, and what industries do they serve?
Their client base is remarkably diverse, spanning a variety of industries.
Okay.
They cater to pharmaceutical, agrochemical, electronics, polymer, water treatment, construction,
Wow.
and even flavor and fragrance companies.
Wow. That's a broad spectrum.
It is?
It sounds like they're not overly reliant on any single industry, which is a smart move for stability.
You're right. Their strategic diversification helps them weather downturns in specific sectors. It's like having a diversified investment portfolio. When one sector is down, others can pick up the slack.
I like that analogy. It makes perfect sense. But do they have any major clients that contribute a significant portion of their revenue?
While they haven't publicly disclosed specific client names or contributions,
Okay.
they've cultivated long-standing relationships with leading companies in their respective sectors.
So a mix of established partnerships and new client acquisitions.
Yeah.
That sounds like a healthy balance.
It is.
But in such a diverse and competitive market, acquiring and retaining customers can't be easy.
No, it's not.
What's their approach to building and maintaining those strong customer relationships?
Their strategy emphasizes a customer-centric approach.
Okay.
They prioritize understanding their clients' needs, providing tailored solutions, and ensuring timely delivery and top-notch service.
So it's about building trust through consistent value delivery.
Exactly.
That's a solid foundation for any lasting relationship.
It is. Precisely. They also invest in nurturing those long-term relationships, going beyond simple transactions to become trusted partners who are invested in their clients' success.
Now, that's a sustainable approach to business.
It is.
Okay, let's shift gears and talk about their manufacturing capabilities.
Right.
Where are their plants located, and what's their production capacity like?
They operate 4 manufacturing facilities,
Okay.
strategically located across India.
Okay.
Their oldest plant, established in 1991, is in Navi, Mumbai.
Okay.
They also have facilities in Vadodara, Dahej SEZ,
Okay.
and Hyderabad.
Okay, so they've got a good geographical spread,
They do.
which probably helps with logistics and accessing different markets.
Right,
But
sure.
what about their capacity? Can they keep up with the growing demand for their products?
They've been strategically expanding their capacities to meet that increasing demand.
Okay.
Their organic chemicals capacity measured in reactor volume
Okay.
is a substantial 463 cubic meters.
Oh.
Their inorganic chemicals capacity is 39 metric tons.
Those are impressive numbers.
They are.
Are these facilities equipped with the latest technology and infrastructure to ensure efficient and high-quality production?
Absolutely.
Oh.
They've invested in state-of-the-art equipment and infrastructure to streamline their operations
Okay.
and ensure both efficiency and top-notch quality. Their manufacturing units adhere to stringent quality and environmental standards,
Okay.
evidenced by their ISO certifications for quality and safety management systems.
That's good to hear. It demonstrates their commitment to both operational excellence and environmental responsibility.
Yes.
But manufacturing is only one piece of the puzzle.
Right.
What about their supply chain? How do they ensure a smooth and reliable flow of raw materials?
They have a very robust supply chain management system in place.
Okay.
They prioritize building strong relationships with their suppliers,
Right.
diversifying their sourcing strategy,
All right.
and ensuring the timely procurement of raw materials.
So they're not putting all their eggs in one basket. They're spreading the risk and ensuring multiple sourcing options.
Exactly.
That's smart, especially considering the price volatility we talked about earlier.
It is. You're absolutely right. They understand that a resilient supply chain is vital in today's unpredictable global environment.
But it's not just about securing the supply. It's also about quality control. How do they ensure the quality of their raw materials and finished products?
They have a dedicated quality control and quality assurance team
Okay.
that monitors every stage of the manufacturing process, from initial testing of raw materials to the final product inspection.
Okay.
They have stringent quality checks at each step to guarantee their products meet the highest industry standards.
So they're not cutting any corners when it comes to quality.
They are not.
It's about maintaining those high standards throughout their entire value chain.
Exactly. They understand that quality is paramount in the specialty chemicals industry, and they have robust systems in place to ensure they consistently deliver.
Okay, we've covered their financials, their growth strategy, their manufacturing capabilities, and their supply chain management. But there's one more crucial aspect we need to explore: their research and development efforts.
Okay.
How innovative are they? Are they just following trends, or are they true trailblazers?
Their R&D efforts are truly at the heart of their success.
Okay.
Remember that 93-member R&D team, including 11 PhDs?
Yeah.
That's a clear sign that they're serious about innovation.
That's a significant investment in brain power.
It is.
It's clear they're not just following trends, they're actively shaping the future of the industry.
Yeah.
But what are their key R&D focus areas? What are they striving to achieve?
Their R&D efforts are multi-pronged.
Okay.
They're focused on developing new products, improving existing ones, finding innovative applications for their chemicals,
Okay.
and exploring cutting-edge technologies.
So it's a holistic approach to innovation?
It is.
They're not just looking for incremental improvements, they're seeking breakthroughs.
Exactly. And this commitment to R&D has resulted in an incredibly diverse product portfolio
Okay.
of over 246 products,
Wow.
ranging from basic chemicals to highly specialized, high-value offerings.
That's impressive.
It is.
But innovation isn't just about creating new products. It's also about discovering new markets and applications for existing ones. How's Neogen doing on that front?
They're proactively exploring new markets, both domestically and internationally.
Okay.
They're also constantly researching and developing new applications for their chemicals across various industries, constantly seeking ways to add value and solve new problems.
It's like they're saying, we're not waiting for the world to come to us. We're going out and meeting the world head on.
Yeah.
I like that proactive approach.
Yeah.
But it's not just about expanding their reach. It's also about staying relevant in a constantly evolving world.
Right.
How are they ensuring that their R&D efforts are aligned with emerging trends and market needs?
They're very attuned to industry trends, technological advancements, and customer demands. They're constantly monitoring those shifts to ensure their R&D efforts are aligned with the ever-changing landscape.
So they're agile, adaptable,
Yeah.
and constantly evolving their R&D focus based on the market's pulse.
Exactly.
But let's not forget that R&D requires substantial investment and a long-term vision.
It does.
How does Neogen's leadership view R&D's role in their overall strategy?
Both the chairman and the managing director are deeply involved in and passionate about R&D.
Okay.
They see it as the engine of their growth
Mm-hmm.
and a key differentiator in this competitive market.
That's encouraging. It shows a genuine commitment from the top down.
It does. But R&D is rarely a solo endeavor.
Right.
It thrives on collaboration and partnerships.
Mm-hmm.
Does Neogen actively engage in collaborations with external institutions or research organizations?
That's a good question.
Absolutely.
Sure.
They recognize the value of external collaborations
Okay.
and have established partnerships with academic institutions, research organizations,
Yeah.
and even other companies.
So they're tapping into a wider pool of knowledge and resources.
Yes.
Smart move.
And it's not just about gaining access to new ideas.
Right.
It's also about sharing their own expertise and contributing to the advancement of the industry as a whole.
That's commendable. It shows they're not just focused on self-preservation.
Right.
They're committed to pushing the entire industry forward.
Exactly. They understand that a rising tide lifts all boats.
Now let's circle back to their expansion.